Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 15th of May and this time I bring you something a little bit different as Guillmero Del Toro has spoken about the cancellation of Silent Hills, and apparently, according to him, it's just as much a surprise to him how completely Konami has actually erased Silent Hills from the face of the earth, and how surprised he was by how exactly it went down. And he had a few things to say in a rather long interview with IGN. I will link the source in the description below this video. I'm not going to go through all of it here, of course, but I will go through the best bits. So, I'll start with, he spoke about the collaboration that was going on between, of course, him and Kojima, which would have been a thing of beauty. And he said, quote, "The collaboration between Kojima and myself, the meetings and the friendship that was developing was beautiful. We had an agreement on where to go. We had an agreement on how we were going to push the new platforms. We were having a blast. What we wanted to do with the game, and we were very much in agreement on this, was to take the technology and make it as cutting edge as we could in creating terror in the house. The idea was very, very atmosphere drenched. But what made Silent Hill so great was that you had atmosphere, but then you had payoff, a very active, very intense series of moments. We want to do some stuff that I'm pretty sure, just in case it ever comes back, which I would honestly love for somebody to change their mind, and we can do it, but in case it comes back, there was some stuff that was very new, and I wouldn't want to spoil it." But moving on a minute to what he had to say regarding the cancellation, and apparently he was really thrown by not only the fact that it happened, but also how abrupt it is and how fast it all escalated from, Kojima being, taken off of MGS covers to all of a sudden he's not with the company, and then, oh look, Silent Hills has disappeared and now it's even gone from the PlayStation Store. And Del Toro said, quote, "Honestly, that's what surprised me. It was sort of a scorched earth approach. It was not a gentle and ambiguous cancellation." And yeah, that's pretty much the right way to describe it, is scorched earth. So we had a garden, a beautiful garden of Silent Hills that was growing into a tall tree. And all of a sudden Konami chops it down, but that isn't enough for them. They also burn the ashes until nothing remains. And obviously Guillmero was very taken back by that. And given that the last project he tried to do, should I say, by the name of Insane, was also cancelled due to the fact that THQ crumbled, and now, of course, Silent Hills, he doesn't know whether or not he'll actually try again to make a video game, given that he's been burned twice now. And to be honest, I don't really blame him. It would be a real shame, though. I would love to see a game where he's had a hand in it. His visual style is very much his. You can always tell I'm watching a Guillmero Del Toro film, and he has a very distinctive way of telling a story. Him and Kojima working together, that would be amazing. I really hope that there's still a tiny flame of hope that we'll see Silent Hills return at some point, but I know that's just me not wanting to admit that it will never happen, because to be honest, it just sounded amazing. So it seems like Guillmero and Hideo are also still in contact, and they would be more than happy to continue if someone gave the green light, but I doubt it. As much as I'd love to say that there's a possibility, as much as I still have that tiny spark of hope deep inside my heart, it's probably not going to happen, and it seems like we weren't the only ones taken aback by how quickly and ferociously Konami pulled Silent Hills from under us. So, rather interesting comments, as I'm sure you will agree. But I'd love to hear some thoughts from you guys, and I'll see you next time.